Hey family, welcome to your reading. This one is called Should You Move Now? For people that are really in lingo, like myself, about when is the time to move. You know you want to move already, but now you're trying to figure out like timing and location and things like that. Now this reading almost ended up on my Read for Filth channel because when I started to do the read, I felt prompted to read you guys for Filth. Like a channel message came through. But the reading itself is not a Read for Filth. And my Read for Filth channel already has a reading on it for moving. So I didn't want to put another one there, you know. So this is going to stay here on my Get Into It channel. But you're still going to get a little Read for Filth because it's for somebody who's going to check into this reading. Now, I don't know. Of course, I never know who's checking into what readings. But Spirit's letting me know that this message is for someone who is guaranteed to check into this read here. So if you feel like there's no channeled message for you, you can skip this, go into the description, find your chapter, and go right to it. But if you feel like, I think I may need to be read for Filth, then stay and the message is coming. Okay, so I decided to cut to graphics for this part because I think it's good if you can get a visual idea of what your guide wants to say to you. So the first thing that came to me was someone who has an abundance of desires, but an equal amount of excuses for why they can't go after these desires and dreams. Is that you? If that's you, keep listening. This person, they see so much potential in them. They've sent them so many, or you, I'm going to say you, because if you're still listening, it is for you. They've sent you many opportunities to level up, and you found discrepancies in all of them. You found a reason to complain about how you received them or how they came in. For example, say you asked for work and you got it, but now you're complaining about the work. You asked for a lover, you got the lover, but now you're complaining about the lover. It's either you're not being clear on what it is you want, or you're not in a mode to accept that things can come to you in other ways than how you expect them to show up. The other thing they want you to know is that all of the excuses you make for why you cannot accomplish something you want to do are the very reasons why you should be doing them. And I will give you an example. They're showing me somebody who wants to go back to school or college in some way, or maybe go back to get a certification, or maybe you just want to take some classes to level up in some way. And you have every reason why you don't have the time. Maybe you're saying, I don't have time to do it. Maybe you're saying, oh, my Wi-Fi might not be good. This is an online course. Maybe it's outside of your home and you're like, I don't have no way to get there. Maybe you're like, time. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to do this. I have to do that. I'm not gonna have time to do this too. Even though I really want to. Maybe you are talking about money. That's the number one. Oh, I'm not gonna have enough to do that, even though I want to do it. Spirit is saying that all of those excuses are your self-sabotage. It's you that is hindering yourself from doing what you want to do, not those excuses. Those excuses make you feel better about not going after what you want to do. Why? Because perhaps what you want to do is going to open up a whole new door for you. Perhaps it causes you to commit to something, to discipline yourself in a way that you just don't feel ready to discipline yourself. Maybe it calls on you having to trust and have faith that your finances will be taken care of. Maybe it calls on you to soul search and you just don't feel ready. So time constraints, money constraints, and all of this stuff keeps you from having to step fully into your calling, keeps you from having to accept the fact that perhaps somewhere mentally or emotionally you are not ready for what it is you desire. And that is why it's not manifesting. Not all of those excuses, but because you are not ready mentally or emotionally for what it is you are saying you're ready for. And when you're ready, all of those excuses, they won't mean anything, because what you want will be so connected to you that there's just nothing that could get in the way. And you've been there before. So you already know that when you want something, you get it. So your guides are coming through to say, no more excuses, no more self-sabotage. Go after what it is you want to manifest. Let go of what you don't. But stop making excuses and stop missing when the blessing comes in because it didn't come in the way you expected it to show up. That's what I got for you. That quick little read for Filth. And I'm back. Hey guys, I hope that resonated for whoever stayed and listened to it. We're going to move on to selecting your pals. You have 3 pals here, and you had 3 photos to choose from. So I'm going to show those photos now again for you. Okay, so you should have paused it, whatever you had to do to really get a good idea of what photo you felt drawn to. And this is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. They all look the same because you have to choose based solely on the photos, okay? And I'll be right back with photo number 1's pile. Hey, picture number 1, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. These are quick little reads, but I hope they do answer all of your questions. Okay, your fortune cookie I'm going to read last. So you could wait over here along with your advice. So first, let's see. Should you even move this year? Well, when I'm reading this, it is June 2024. However, whenever you're seeing this, that is when you associate these months. For example, if you're watching this in December of the year you're in, then if you get a card that says, better month. If you're watching this, like say April, and you get a card that says January, then most likely it's January of the next year. Okay, got it? Let's go. Okay, so you have July. So my pile 1's, July is a good month to move, all right? We have Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. So I do feel that maybe at one point you were not really wanting to move, or you were living with someone who kind of is pushing you to want to leave. Whatever the case may be, either you're slowly moving or getting into the energy of moving, or someone you're living with is slowly moving out. Okay. Fair woman, dealings or relationships with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. So this could be someone who can help you find a home, or this could be the person that is leaving, the stubborn, aggressive person. And you have V for victory in some endeavor. So if this is a real estate person, there's going to be a victory. And if this is someone that's leaving, they are going to successfully transition out of your life without really a problem. We have Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Yeah. It just seems like it's going to be a good energy with moving, especially July. With Bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Money is going to be very good either around the time of buying a home or looking for a home, or once you move. And we have another month. We have December. So December is another time you could think of moving, or it'll be when your money will be improving. Okay, that's the first half of this reading. Let me gather up these cards and move on to the next part. Okay, I moved these over here so you can still see them. What else do you need to know in regards to moving this year? We have Three of Wands. Oh, you've been waiting for the opportunity. It's like your ship is coming in. Like maybe you've been looking for the right place or the right time or the right amount of money, and it's about to come in. So I feel like for many of you watching this, July is when you're going to move, or there's going to be a change in your living dynamics. But it could also be December for many of you, but I really feel July for a lot of you, okay? You also have the Page of Cups coming through. So an opportunity, an offer is coming in that you're really going to love. I think you feel it coming. Maybe someone's going to offer you a place. You're going to inherit a place, or I just see a message coming. Six of Cups. Yeah, for many of you, you may inherit a place that belonged to an ancestor of yours or a family member. I see an inheritance coming in, or you returning to live someplace you lived when you were younger. I just see a lot of emotional connection to this place, and it's someplace that you really expect to return. You expect to go there. It's like you're just waiting for the person. Or for some of you, you could be moving in with someone from family. I feel like it could be a child of yours, possibly a son or a daughter, more so a daughter. Yeah, it feels like that could be what you're about to do, or what would be ideal at this time for you is to move in with a family member. That's for some of you, okay? Alrighty. So what could be challenging? Now remember, associate that. Let's get into it. Associate that to these cards here. You see the young woman here. You see the fair woman here. Stubborn energy. That could be a child. Could be you as the parent. But it does look like things will be victorious and money will be better with either moving back to where you used to live in your youth, or moving in with one of your kids or someone who's younger, or something like that, or from your childhood. Could be a friend of yours from your childhood. All right. So what could be challenging this move? We have Cancer energy, nurture, comfort, and protection. So not feeling very safe at this time, emotionally a little shooken, unstable, not really feeling supported or protected. Yeah, a need to nurture yourself. So it could be a little issue because it does feel like you need some alone time right now to really get to nurture yourself, to love on you. But also living with someone else that is, if it is a family member, could mean that they could offer that to you. But it just feels like maybe emotionally you won't be in the energy for this. Sixth house, okay. Establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. So there could be issues with really getting settled in, like maybe feeling like it's not completely your space is what I'm hearing. Could be a challenge. Health issues could be a challenge, like dealing with another person in your space could be a problem for you, or just returning back to your hometown could affect your health. And you're just your way you like to live on the regular. There's something about moving in with a family member that I keep hearing, because Cancer is also the sign of home and family and parent. So maybe you're letting a parent move in with you, or you're moving in with a parent. It just has something to do with roots and ancestry and home. Okay. Maybe there could be a smothering. That could be a challenge, is what I'm also hearing. Becoming overprotective of whoever you're living with, or them doing that to you. feeling like you're impending on each other's daily life or what you're used to doing. And we have yin energy. Yeah, it's like over mothering, intuitive trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. So there could be a challenge when doing your spiritual work. Maybe this location may not be that calm or open to your spiritual beliefs or whoever you're going to live with or want to live with you. You need a space that you can do your spiritual work and that helps you with improving your health and wellness overall. But I am getting with the yin and the Cancer nurturing energy here. For those of you that are going to or planning to live with a family member, try not to smother. And also if it's reversed, they're living with you, try not to allow them to cross boundaries of yours. Okay. So let's see. Oh, let's check the vibe of your new home. What's going to be the vibe of wherever you're moving to? Brace yourself for the dice. So you have the number 8, and you literally have the sign of Cancer. That's crazy to get Cancer twice. So the vibe is going to be family. This is going to either be a home that you inherit, that you grew up in, or spent time in your youth, a home that is located where you grew up, your hometown, or where your ancestors come from, or it's going to be a home that you share with a child of yours or your mom or dad or family member. With the number 8 coming through, it also gives Scorpio energy, the 8th house of transformation. So this vibe of this house is going to just feel like a rebirth. Like, yes, there's no way you're going to be getting along with anyone in this space if you're not willing to allow aspects of yourself to die so that new ones can come in. I'm also getting with the number 8. This will be a permanent situation. So make sure you're sure with that infinity. It just gives me the energy that this space is going to be yours for a very long time, if not until you pass on. So be clear that this is where you want to be. All right. Let's see what location will match you best. Wizard of Awareness. A location that you feel connected to. I keep getting a lot of spiritual work with this pal. Yeah, details. You really need a space specific to you. You have to be clear on exactly what you require to be comfortable. Do you need a lot of lighting? Do you need a lot of sunlight? Do you need a lot of nature around? Do you need access to schools or books or good, strong Wi-Fi? I'm seeing the word clarity magnified here. You need to become more clear on exactly where it is you want to go. And I am seeing the number 3 twice. They made it stand out to me. So I'm seeing N3 here. So yeah, it could be on the 3rd day of a month that you should be making this move. 3 weeks from now, maybe a good time. Or just the number 3 is going to be really good. It may be the address. That'll give you a hint that you're close to the place you're meant to settle in. But yes, I'm seeing, and I'm also getting a olden energy around the space, like an ancient time, medieval time almost, vibe, like books, symbolism, like geometric symbolism and shapes and artwork that just reflects who you are. So lastly, I'm going to give you some advice that'll help you if you want to move quicker. And it says emotions, which seems to be important in this move. It says you are awash with unexpressed emotions. Say exactly what you feel. It is safe for you to speak your truth. This is the only advice you need right now to have a successful move. So there's a need for you to speak up, speak clearly what you need, what you want, what you desire in order for it to manifest. I'm not going to put that in that bright light. Okay, and let's check your fortune cookie at the end. This is just a little bit of fun fortune for you. You're a tough cookie, huh? You're stubborn. I can't. More power one. All right. And it says, no obstacles will stand in your way this coming week. If that isn't a dope message to take with you, I don't know what else is. This was a great reading. I really hope that it gave you some clarity as to what to do now, moving forward with moving. Give this a thumbs up if it resonated. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Share the video. I appreciate it big time. In fact, shares of the video that are tagged to me get you a little special treat. A little surprise. Maybe a 1-card pull. Who knows? Whatever I feel inclined to do. Yeah, check out the description for other ways we could vibe. Book yourself a personal reading or subscribe to reads. Join a workshop. That's even better. And on that note, I'm sending you so much light and love, y'all. Peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of this light tribe. And I'll be back with Pal 2 later. Hey, Pal 2, welcome to your read. You were drawn to the second photo. So let's get right to your move. Fortune cookie goes with your advice card. That is last. My goodness, my Pal 2s, I feel like you are moving, or you want to move, because wherever you're at, it's just too much going on. It's very busy. It's not enough space. I feel like you're moving for space, because like a lot's going on right now in this house. Between me here and my kids, someone's decided now that it's a good time right now while I'm recording to turn on their electric razor and shave. So yeah, besides my little bossa nova music in the background, it's all of that on top of it. So I feel like a part of your moving is because you just need your own space, or a fresh new space, or just, all I keep hearing is space. So maybe even around your house you feel confined. On the outside, I mean. So let's see, should you move this year? So any month you get, if it's already passed, that means the following year, okay? You have April. That's a good time to move. And February as a good time to move. Wow, so between winter and spring. So depending on when you are seeing this, that is your advice. I'm going to put February 1st, since in the lineup it would come before April. So perhaps you find your place you want to move into in February and you move in April, or you literally move in February, but in April, perhaps you're very much settled in at that time. Now you've made the space your dream home, okay? Or for some of you, you may move more than once. You may move once in February and then relocate again in April. I just feel like there's going to be some kind of transformation. Either you're going to change the way the home looks. Maybe you're going to go from a renter to a buyer, owner, I mean. There's some kind of change between February and April. Or maybe someone new moves in. You move there in February, and then in April, perhaps you get married. Perhaps you have children. Some dynamic is going to change, and I'm just hearing that. Okay, and that wasn't for all the month reads. All right, so you also have older man. Dealings or relationship with an older man could be significant with this move. So yeah, that's interesting. The other pal had a person show up too. I wonder if that's going to happen in all three. So what's up with this older man? Could be a real estate agent. Rainbow, the most difficult part of a situation is over. So for many of you, if this is not a real estate agent, this is someone that you are leaving, or that's leaving. They could be older than you. They could just be your age. Yeah, they could be your age, or they could be older. So either you are leaving this person behind because you had a difficult situation with them, or this person is going to help you now that you're past a difficult situation in your life that must have kept you kind of unable to move. Younger woman. Dealings or relationship with a younger woman. That's interesting. So older man and a younger woman. For some of you, perhaps you were with an older man who cheated with a younger woman, and now that's behind you, and you are moving on to your rainbow, your blessing, your past the storm. Then for others of you, this could represent a child that's either going to come. Remember, I said a change happening in April or something of that matter. Could be a child coming in, or these are people that are going to end up moving in with you at some point. Could be a dad, a father figure, and maybe one of your children. Rat. Someone working against you behind your back. All right, so this is resonating with those that had the situation with the cheater. There was somebody, or this person or this one, that really is trying their best to not allow you to move on anywhere. They were kind of trying to send you negative energy, either through gossip, through evil eye, or literally doing black magic work. We have moon, changes in your life. Whatever was going on, it couldn't stop the flow. Difficult situation is over and changes are coming in. It just feels like February is ushering them in. Like you're going to move in February. And you also have temporary situation. So like I said, for some of you, you may move temporarily and then move again. For others of you, this is assurance that the situation you're in right now is temporary and changes are on the horizon, all right? So if you're in a situation that you want to get out of, you feel kind of stuck in a situationship, they're letting you know it's temporary, things are going to change. Maybe you're seeing someone who has another person. Whatever the case may be, they're letting you know that things will shift. But it does feel like for a few of you in this pile, there has been people trying to throw some nasty energy in your direction. Okay. Now we're done with this part. Gonna move this over and take a look at the tarot to see what else about when you should move you need to know. Okay, that's been shifted over. Let's take a look at what else you should know about moving this year. The Ace of Cups. Wow. So for many of you, you are moving into a new relationship. I do feel like also for some of you, if you move in the year that you're watching this, even if it doesn't match those months, wherever you move is going to be a fresh start. And it's going to be a place that you love. Like it's going to give you emotional bliss. Just your perfect match of a place. This group right here, I feel like wherever you move to, it's going to be your perfect match. Nothing you have to adjust to or readjust. I feel like it's going to be your match. You have the Page of Wands. So this opportunity is coming in soon. So yeah, for many of you, maybe if you are not in the same year as the most that I mentioned, these could just be monumental moments in your new home that take place during these 2 months. Because when I see the Page of Wands, it's usually someone coming to make you an offer that you're going to celebrate fairly soon. With this Ace of Cups, which is like a beginning that's being ushered in, something you're really going to love. 5 of Wands. So the only thing I do see is I could see for some of you haggling. Maybe you're going to buy a home and there may be some haggling over the price, and the signing of the lease may cause some back and forth. I think that's how you'll know this is the opportunity. You'll know it because it's going to be something you have to have. It's going to feel like you got something, the Holy Grail, like something that has renewed your energy, your spirit, has you overflowing with joy that you just have to have this opportunity. It matches you. So you're willing to fight for it. There may be others looking at this place also, I'm hearing, with competitive energy. And then for some of you, I see you just running towards this opportunity and leaving behind an energy where there was a lot of arguing and pettiness, maybe with an older man and a younger woman, or between them two, whatever the case may be. Take what resonates. So what could be challenging this move? You have the 4th house coming through. Cultural and family roots. Home, peace, and comfort. I just had the 4th house come through. Literally, it's the sign of Cancer. twice in group 1. So a lot of you guys are here because family dynamics are changing. Either you're moving in with family or you're leaving family behind. In this rate, the challenge is that it feels like you're removing roots. Since this came up in the challenge is going to be just knowing you're going to go through a period where it may not feel that comfortable or that peaceful in your home because it feels like you're uprooting. Maybe you're going to be moving in to a place where the cultures are different, or with someone who has cultural differences. I see keeping your family roots connected. Maybe this is going to be a situation where a mom or a dad moves out, trying to keep that still together and peaceful. That's one of the challenges of this move. Just staying connected to your roots and family and learning other cultures and ways, I'm hearing. You also have Venus coming through. Give and receive love, find value, and see beauty. So there could be a challenge in seeing that this is a major and wonderful opportunity for you due to past experiences. You could find yourself doubting love, not being open to receive this wonderful opportunity of love, which could be coming from a person as well and not just matching a place. And because you've had a bad situation in the past, you could miss out on this pearl. Here, these are eggs. This is a pearl. Don't mess up and think this is another egg that's going to crack or whatever. This is a pearl. This is something that's long lasting. So like I'm feeling like whoever you move in with or whoever moves with you to this new space, it's going to be a strong, long lasting, beautiful, loving bond between the people in the home. The other challenge you have is the 10th house, which is the house of Capricorn. Structure, discipline, life mission, accomplishments, and career. So for some of you, your career could get in the way. Maybe this is, maybe you need to move to be closer to where you work, or your work is going to cause you to travel a lot. Maybe it'll keep you from being home much. I'm also hearing discipline for some of you. You may bump heads with someone when it comes to disciplining either your ways, their ways, or the ways of your children. So those are challenges. Okay, so let's get a vibe. What's the vibe of your new home? Bear with me for the sound of the dice. So you have the 12th house coming through. Your home is going to be very peaceful. Your ideal home's energy is going to feel healing. Like when people come in, they're going to feel like they can release all their problems, all their burdens. It's going to feel like a retreat. I feel like the location is going to be pretty private. And if not, you're going to have it set up so there's a lot of privacy. And it's just going to have a healing vibe. Just a healing vibe. People are going to want to come there, I feel like, almost like when they need to rehabilitate or retreat from the world. You also have the sign, your beautiful signs coming through for your home's energy. The sign of Leo is a great vibe to have. That's the vibe of pleasure and children. So your home is going to be fun. Ooh, it just flipped over to Sagittarius. So I do get a vibe. It's also going to be very cultural. Maybe a mixture of cultures, a lot of items from where you've traveled and others in the home have traveled. You may also spend very little time there because you travel so much. Or I also see you owning a place or having a home that's like a summer home, a home for when you travel. But yeah, your main house is going to be very leisure like where you go to really relax and unwind. It's going to boost your creativity. It's going to be a place where there's a lot of fun and games, like recreational energy. Maybe you'll have a little playground in the yard, or like a little garden, a labyrinth. I don't know, but it's going to be a fun energy. Some of you, I see a pool, trampoline. It's just going to be a really fun space. I want to come over Okay, so let's see what location matches you the best at this time. You have protecting treasure. A place where you feel safe. A place that is low in crime, so most likely not a big city. I'm seeing a suburb for you, a place where it's high value. The land is valuable and the home that you get is valuable. I mean financially valuable, like something you can pass down for generations. This diamond is gleaming. It's making me think infinite wealth. So maybe a neighborhood that's wealthy and well off and that you really feel safe in. Okay. And I'm also seeing spirit of place. Yeah, it does give me a woodsy, whimsical feeling around your home. A place where spirit of place has to do with like a place where you feel safe to go through your life's changes, and a place that feels like home. And this space is going to feel like home to those who enter. I feel like it's going to be a space where time has no control, and you feel very free there and connected to nature. I see a lot of nature around this home, a lot of trees, beautiful trees that you're going to really, really flourish there in being connected to nature. I see a huge transformation in you when you move. And lastly, let's get you your advice. This is advice that will help you move quicker, and it says silver vibrations. And that says on the back, your vibration is being raised to a higher level, my pal twos. You may be feeling that you are in this world, but somehow not of this world. This is the magic of creation at work in your life. As silver starlight enters your aura, your energy field is strengthened, giving you a clear connection to spirit and revealing the greater purpose of your life. Deep, 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 deep. I was drawn to this, pal. All right, and I'm going to give you your fortune cookie, some advice just for you, period, from your guides. And you're open. You're very open to receive. That opened very easily. So I think your move opportunity may come in sooner than you think. I really think it's coming in sooner than you think. Yeah. A lot sooner than you think. These wands almost made me think of ones, like one, like maybe in a month. But there's going to be some pivotal things that happen in February and April in that home, okay? Or in your home. And your fortune says prioritize self-care to nurture your mental well-being. Yes, indeed. Very important. Prioritize taking care of you. And that's what this space feels like it will give you. An opportunity to really relax and enjoy life and enjoy the fruits of your labor and take care of yourself and get your mental right. You know what I'm saying? I really feel that for you, my pal twos. So I hope this resonated. Give it a thumbs up if it did. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Share this reading even. If you do and you tag me to it, I give you a little surprise. Maybe a card pull under your post or something. Never know. Check out the description. Go to the website, book yourself a reading, or subscribe to monthly readings. Trust me, they are so beneficial when you are trying to maneuver through these spiritual journeys. And join one of the workshops I'm offering at this time. I think this pal would do amazing at this time in one of them, especially the intuitive guide course would probably be amazing for you, because I feel that this pal is my intuits, especially when I see the Ace of Cups. On that note, I'm sending you so much light and love, peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of this light tribe. And I'll be back with pal 3. Later. Hey, pal 3. Welcome to your reading. Okay, you were drawn to picture number 3. We're going to get right into this and see if you should move this year. Your fortune cookie helps with advice at the end, so we read that last. Alrighty. So we have the month of October. So if you are seeing months that have already passed for you, this just means next year. And you have the month of August. So October, you could move, or August. Or these could be times where monumental things occur. Maybe you move in August and something changes in the home front in October. Maybe you rent in October and you become a homeowner in August. You know, whatever we see in the read, let's see. Let's see what's gonna happen. All right, so we have course, short journey. Alrighty. So maybe you travel somewhere that you discover this is where you want to stay. Candle, you'll be on the way. Yeah, it's like almost like you're being guided to where you're supposed to settle down. You're gonna take a short trip, or it's not that far from where you live now. You also have crown. Honor and respect will come to you. Okay. This is interesting because it almost seems like your move is going to upgrade your life. You're going to take a short trip. Maybe you're being honored somewhere, or you're teaching, or you're being called to speak, or called to do something. It's just that you're going to be shown. You're going to be guided to where you are meant to move. Fair man, maybe by this person. Dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Now, maybe this is the reason why you take this short journey. It's because of this man. Another man, dealings or relationship with a man. Interesting. Maybe this is who will show you the way to this new home. And yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. So perhaps you feel tied down to a man you're dealing with. Okay. And this fair man is going to be the reason why you take a short journey, or this fair man is going to be the one that guides you. Either way, that is what I'm seeing for if you move this year. Okay. I'm going to shift this to the side and we're going to take a little deeper look with the tarot at what else you need to know about moving this year. Okay, it's been shifted. Let's take another look at things. 3 of Pentacles. So this looks like a collaborative effort, something being recognized that you do well, coming together with people that you work well with. 2 of Wands, yeah. So maybe your short trip has something to do with collaboration or work. Or your move is going to have something to do with work. And with the Knight of Wands, yes. Maybe you visited this place several times before and you loved it, but you've only been able to be there briefly. Now it's like you're thinking about really venturing off and staying in this place permanently. And I do feel like this opportunity to do so is coming in fairly quickly. August kept jumping out when I was trying to set this up. So for many of you, August could be when the opportunity comes in, and maybe you move in October, or vice versa. Or maybe you take the opportunity and you move in August, all at once. Let's see what the challenges could be to this move. You have Pisces, intimacy, intuition, and compassion. So maybe an obstacle can be if this space does not feel very healing, or like a private retreat. Maybe you don't have your own space in a home. Maybe you ignore your intuition about moving out of a space, and that could be challenging you from moving this year. Afraid to leave someone that you're intimate with behind. I'm also hearing for some of you, but it overall feels like the challenge could be not moving towards what feels healing, not retreating, not moving to a space that's private and more a retreat like vibe. You have Chiron coming through with hurt and heal. Yeah, it's like a lot with healing. So I do feel like staying where you are is a challenge, because there's something about where you are now that you need to heal from. Could be someone that cheated on you a lot. Could be just a bad mix. Someone that didn't honor you and see you for the king or queen you truly are. Yeah, not taking the time to find a place where you can really heal. That even if it is a distance from things or people that you're familiar with, you make the move because you need to heal from something. You have Mars, move forward and defend self. Wow. So this is the challenge. You not moving forward. You not defending you and getting away from something that hurts, something that just no longer serves a purpose in your life in a positive way. The space you're in is now toxicity. Toxicity dwells there. It feels toxicity. That's my own word. Okay, it's time to move. I feel like for this pile, you are supposed to move this year that you're seeing this. Almost feels like long overdue. So let's get the vibe of this home you're supposed to move into. Bear yourself for the sound of the dice. You have Gemini and you have the 9th house. So the vibe of this house with the Gemini vibe coming through is this house is going to be very open, where you can communicate freely. Maybe you're in a space where you feel like you cannot speak your mind, you can't share who you are, you're not free to travel for some of you, and maybe you're in a space that's not in order. Maybe it feels like a lot of clutter because it's not your space. This sacred space, wow, I didn't even mean to say sacred. I was gonna say this new space you're moving to, but it feels like you're supposed to move to a space that feels sacred to you, that matches your vibration, as most should, and where you feel like you can speak and share your ideas, your intelligence, and your mind with no problem. We also have the 9th house, which is the house of Sagittarius. Sagittarius tried to pop out in the last pile, tried to peek out there. It's the pile of purpose and travel again. So it really feels like you need to live somewhere where you will have multiple spots that you can say, okay, that's my home there, my home there, my home there, my home there. But also for some of you, you have to feel free to travel. You can't feel stifled. You can't feel stuck in your home. It can't be a home that needs a lot of maintenance. I'm also seeing like your house, your dream home being cultural, like matching whatever culture you're from or that you love and you're into. I see you owning or wanting to own. I see the law being involved in signing of papers, and I see that as a purpose of yours to fulfill in this lifetime. Wow, I do see it as a place that will be passed down with Gemini and sharing, and maybe a space that you'll end up renting rooms to other people, or maybe you're going to have more than one home that you can rent out to others. Okay, wow. Let's see your ideal location. So you have come together. Your ideal home will be one that you and your family can be in for life, and just love flourishes there. One where you can marry. I do feel for many of you, you're leaving or want to leave a tumultuous relationship behind and move into one that's sweet and loving energy. And that is what's coming in when you make your move to leave the past behind finally and go towards something you can commit to that feels good. Okay? A lot of love. I'm also seeing a space where the sun, natural sunlight, shines into the home a lot. And maybe for many of you, the continent of Africa or tropical vibes. We also have movement. So much with travel for you. So I do see a space where you can plant your roots, but you can move freely. It's like you move in, but your home is still with you. A place you feel so connected to that though you travel a lot, it's always a part of you. So for some of you, you may be into a mobile home. Others of you, you just have multiple homes in different places because you're going to be constantly moving and traveling. Wow. I also see your home having a lot of flat land around it, grass, a lot of grass. Okay, trees too, maybe fruit-bearing trees. but I also feel a lot of love, like a place where you get married and this is the house you move into type of vibe. All right. So your advice that'll help you move faster is Kuan Yin coming through with some guidance. And it says, enjoy the journey of life, my pal threes. Be not afraid of its mysteries. Take a chance and follow your heart. You are guided and protected by Kuan Yin. Take a chance and follow your heart. Goddess of mercy, compassion, and transformation. If you have been wavering about proceeding with something that is dear to you, then this is your confirmation. Just do it. Wow, if that didn't wrap up everything about your procrastinating behind pile 3 and the need to move forward so that you can release any pain and hurt that's connected to where you are currently, then I don't know what else to tell you. But we got a fortune cookie here for you. Give you final advice. Just some advice in general. Okay, you got another tough cookie like the first pile. Feel like you was even more stubborn. But I do feel like you're about to break open, crack open, and live your best life. Okay, so you have, oops, that's in French. Be prepared for the truth. Wow, be prepared for the truth. I think you just got the truth, that it's time for you to heal, and moving is a part of your healing. And if you have to face a truth of any kind from someone you have to leave behind, or they have to deal with it from you, so be it. That's what I got for you, my threes. I hope that this encourages you to move forward. I'm sending you so much light and love. Give this a thumbs up if it resonated with you. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. I'm always welcoming new light workers into this safe space. And I'm always kicking out those that are bigots and try to come in and pretend to be light workers. So this space is safe for those of us that are true to the calling. And read my description so you can see how you could join a workshop. I think the intuitive guide certification would be great for this pal. And it's ongoing, so join whenever you want. Book a reading or subscribe. Get one every month. It's great for clarity and confirmation and feeling supported and connecting to your guides. And that's what I got for y'all. Peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of this light tribe. I love y'all. Bye.